macho Mandalorian is here! Oh, yeah!
Before I start, I'm not bashing Disney or anyone who wants to see the Rogue One movie. If you want to see it, go ahead. Don't let me stop you in any way. This is just my personal opinion and viewpoint on Star Wars. So if you feel differently and you want to see Rogue One, by all means, go see it. I'm not trying to offend anybody what I'm trying to say right now. This is just my personal view on the current state of Star Wars right now. With that being said, let me give a little background, and if you want to skip to the reasons why I'm not watching Rogue One or the spin-off films, then you can click this annotation right over here. So as you can tell, I'm a die-hard Star Wars fan, as you can tell over here, as well as my huge collection of toys, comics, novels, and this is just part of the shelf. There's also another books over here and a bunch of books over there. I got a huge collection of comics, man. I'm a huge comic collector when it comes to the Star Wars expanded universe material. I feel like I haven't even touched the surface, even though I've read a lot of Star Wars stuff. But I have to say that the expanded universe, or legends, or whatever you want to call it, is greater than the Star Wars films and Disney Star Wars films and future films combined. The EU had everything, man. Amazing stories, amazing characters, amazing journeys you went with these characters that you cared for, and I don't think even the Disney stuff will even touch that. So I'm pretty loyal to the EU, and when Disney cast away the expanding universe, I was kind of pissed. But in some way, I was looking forward to the new films and curious to see how Disney were going to do these new films. So I watched The Force Awakens twice in theaters, enjoyed it the first time, and gave it a pretty high score. If you want to see my review, it'll be right over here. But the second time I watched it, I enjoyed it way less and noticed a lot of the problems. They were really noticeable the second time around. It was basically episode 4 2.0 with huge plot holes, especially towards the end. And looking back, I would honestly change my rating for Force Awakens. I would really change my rating for Force Awakens. Honestly, The Force Awakens didn't do anything innovative or groundbreaking. I know the numbers say differently, but honestly, looking at this movie, it doesn't do anything creative or new when it comes to these Star Wars films. But I'm still curious about episode 8, but if they don't fix the problems with episode 7 and just make it an Empire Strikes Back remake, I'm done with this Disney stuff. I am pretty much done with that stuff. And episode 9 is a whole nother story altogether. I won't even talk about that movie whatsoever. Maybe later on in the future, but I am not talking about that now. So let's talk about why I'm not watching Rogue One. So Rogue One, if you don't know, is set before the original trilogy and focuses on a team of rebels trying to attempt to steal the Empire's Death Star plans from the hands of the Imperials to set up Episode 4. Sounds cool, right?
Wrong.
Jokes aside, it is an interesting concept, don't get me wrong. But it's not a trilogy, but a one-off film. So these characters are going to die at the end, and all this build up towards these characters to let you care about them, well, that's all going to go to waste, because it's just a one-off film where these characters, they may live, may not survive, who cares? But they're not going to live 100 plus years and go into the Force Awakens or the Force Awakens era, or after the Return of the Jedi era. I don't know what they're calling now. Basically, these characters are around for one time, that's it. So what's to get behind on that? I can get behind the characters of Finn and Rey because they're going to be back for episode 8. So it is a one-off film that deals with the older era, the original trilogy era, instead of the newer Star Wars era, which is supposed to be The Force Awakens after Return of the Jedi. I would think they would focus more on that instead of going back to the original trilogy. You know what would be a more interesting spin-off concept is deal with what Rey's vision was. If you remember from The Force Awakens, Rey has this vision in which the Knights of Ren kill off the Jedi. Well, let's see how the Jedi rose and fell. Let's see a spin-off film on the fall of the Jedi. How they, became this high-up order and then they fell again. I want to see that. I think that would be interesting. But isn't it odd that Force Awakens was episode 4 2.0 and Rogue One is just going back to the original trilogy again? Why all this emphasis on the original trilogy and not on this new era stuff? Something new, something creative, something original. Well, what made Star Wars famous? Because of the original trilogy. It was very, very successful to this day. So they'll make as many films dealing with the original trilogy as they can and rip off ideas from that until people get sick of them. Then they will start to create new and unique films when their sales go down. And that's a pretty sickening thing to hear. I'm telling you, people will start to notice. After episode 9 or even episode 8 or the spin-off film after episode 8, people will start to get sick of Star Wars. I'm telling you right now, people are going to start hating. Then we have a couple of other spin-off films that I think are just pretty stupid. The Han Solo films. Or, it was supposed to be one film, now it's supposed to be a trilogy now. With not even Harrison Ford in it, which I think will hurt the movie tremendously. And deals with a younger Han Solo. So I understand that, you know, Harrison Ford is not in it. But a younger Han Solo, I think people are kind of sick of that character now. They've already had enough of him after A Force Awakens, so dealing with a younger Han Solo that isn't Harrison Ford, I don't think people will get behind that. If it's not Harrison Ford, it's not relevant in my book. And plus, nobody wants it. Nobody wants a Han Solo film, okay? Nobody wants that. I think that film will be the true testament and really test everyone on Star Wars films. And people will either love them from this point on, or hate them with the passion. Boba Fett film could be cool, but it has to deal with... It basically has to deal with Boba Fett surviving, okay? After that, when he survives and what he does from that point on. Not a prequel. If they do that, then people will bitch and complain that Boba Fett is just dead and all this other shit. And I don't want to see that. I just want to see this argument laid to rest with Boba Fett actually surviving and, you know, so forth. Okay, I think that would be cool. I've already seen Boba Fett in a million other comics and books and stuff, so I already know how badass this guy is. This guy is one of the best bounty hunters ever, okay? You don't have to tell me twice. Let me just say, please don't be offended that I'm not watching it, okay? Or have an opinion on the film. Alright, it's my personal opinion on view on Star Wars, alright? You might think differently, and that's fine. Just don't hold it against me for not going out and seeing the film. Go ahead and enjoy it. Tell me how it is. But I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna see any of these spin-off films. They really don't mean anything or amount to this new trilogy anyway. They don't mean anything in the end. They're just meant as filler for this new trilogy. Episode 789. That's all it is for. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, if you want to see more Star Wars stuff. I got a bunch of comic reviews and game reviews coming up shortly, as well as if you want to see a bunch of them, you'll find this playlist right over here. I'll definitely be starting some more gaming videos, definitely, and do some more reviews for comics, and may even start a brand new series that this guy hates. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you, my fellow Mandalorian businesses, next time. Oh, yeah!